Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pulls it in, it's Moore. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Power football with the run. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, is sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
How about that job after the catch on a critical 3rd down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up 1st and goal.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D. And a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Sharp. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish...
Fires into traffic and intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Hand off from the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Catch in the middle. It's Green. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Finds a tight end. On the move at the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown LSU.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The short hands, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to run for it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Clark behind the line. It's Randall. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Working that left side. Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. On the run, still looking. Connection to the right. Drills him with the stiff arm. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he added the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. That's caught. It's random. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. To the air on second down. Working the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time to take a shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab down the left side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Got a man, it's Anderson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Randall. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires to the right. It's complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Klubnik. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He rifles one deep down the right side. There he goes. He smashes his way through again. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense.
Receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Try to bully their way for the 1st. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
LSU quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Moore.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Red pass, it's complete. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Leaves it with the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. Takes it to the house. They are down by 1, and the clock strikes 0.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. And the extra point is right down the middle, and we're headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's open on the right. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
They'll move the tight end. Trying to surge it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
And they pay off the drive with the touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on 1st down in overtime. And back to the air on 2nd down. But a little time, lets it go. This time he's got his man. Touchdown, Clemson! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He wants to throw it. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's buried. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. LSU right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snap in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this.
Touchdown LSU! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He got it in there, and we are tied again. Is this fun or what? We're headed to triple OT. It's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. They want to throw it. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. The snap sets up the throw. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait.